Hey guys, I kind of wanted to briefly explain what the hell this thing is. Yeah, it's kind of just meant to be like a system that can facilitate all the personal work that I do. So it does like quite a few things actually. A lot of it is just these cheap little effects that I've got going on here. You can see like obviously it'll dim my background and it uses like a random color, which I really like because I don't like having it constrained into an app. Like I'd like it to kind of do. It's just free. It's not like I have to keep it in an application and run another app. It's just kind of always there. Uh, Another thing about it is I've been doing like a lot of programming lately, so I have a couple other scripts that I'd like to add to it, but it's kind of hard to add other applications to an application. Whereas with this, it's like it's very easy to compound and just keep adding to it. It's running a bit slow because I'm using OBS, and I mean it says that my RAM and all that is pretty low. I don't know. It's running slower than usual. I really don't know what's going on in the background right now. But something I think it's just the graphics card or something is not letting it run fast. Whatever. You get the point. It usually runs a lot faster than this. Probably just the screen recording. But so yeah, you can see there's just cheap effects. If I hover over these, it'll go back to that background as well. Um, so what's the point? I'm already rambling too much, so I'll get to the point. Yeah, towards the end of college, I noticed I was wasting my time with just like folder structure and like just stupid stuff. So this is like one of the big ones is that it'll generate folders with this. This is a publisher, so it'll open Google Chrome to all my personal, or it'll open Internet Explorer. I want to make a Google Chrome one, but for now it's Internet Explorer, and it'll go to my personal websites. It'll log in for me, all that jazz. This one will save all my kit bash stuff to a kit bash folder, so I don't have to like if I save it to kit bash folder, I don't have to go to program files, blah blah blah. And this one, this is like probably the best one of them all. Like I can, if like let's say I have a freelance project, and I'm just putting it on the desktop. I'll say new project, and I can keep adding to these. So another new project, and then I'll do another uh, DJ Khaled. So you can see that it added these new projects to my desktop, and like before I would have to make these folders myself, which is crazy. I couldn't even believe I was doing that. So it makes my ZBrush, my Blender. I'm a Blender user, and it's got it all right there. So I don't have to think about it. It's just there. Um, so that's one of the neat features. Another like really big one for me is I used a lot of my personal friends know about this, but I used to carry around this notebook that had all my ideas. For example, like I'm about to sculpt Aragorn, or I'm sculpting Aragorn, and that's like my current thing. That's my what I'm working on right now. Well, I go through these phases of like I realize that I'm kind of doing the same thing every couple of days, kind of. Like I'm every time I finish sculpt, I'll go and clean my computer or etc. etc. Like just keeping on top of things. Everybody's got a schedule. Everybody's got a list, etc. So this is like this is my list, but it's I've organized it into like for example, next project I might want to do a script or sell something or add to my portfolio, apply to a job. Clean by is kind of a funny one. It's like I record myself like cleaning the house, like my whole house, and buying something at the. It's just it's not a joke, but it's kind of like funny. Uh, Compile, just I download music and I compile everything on my computer so it's more organized. Do life. Uh, Notes is kind of cool. Like I learn about just stuff about life, how molecules use protons, neutrons, etc. And I kind of like to make something out of it. So game ready asset with no rig would be what I'd make out of whatever that was, protons, etc. So uh, these are all like sub ideas of these. So like I'd script and purchase technology, like those are the two things I would do during that phase. And what's another example? Yeah, I'd do some. I'd go somewhere and watch a movie. So you can it might be embarrassing. Some of these are pretty personal. I don't care. But like it'll shuffle through, and like you can see it's loading the next. So let's do. Uh, Yeah, so script purchase tech, you can see repeat last step function, and I'll get a new laptop SSD. So it shuffles through these based off of yeah. So I would clean the bathroom, my mind, and the boxes. I have boxes from moving, and I'll buy a pocket staff. It's pretty stupid stuff, but it'll keep me on top of things. And with these subfolders, I can shuffle through them really quickly. Update Kish Bash, that's something that I would do. I can add to them if I want to, so I constantly am like adding to this because I want new content all the time. I always want to make a new script. I have new ideas all the time. I can open this folder which has like these are all the things. Like I'm working on a Har Cascade right now, which is Intel's AI facial recognition stuff. These are all just ideas. And rather than like, oh man, what do I want to do next? Instead, I click this damn button and I do whatever is next. So it's not easy for me to condense this because this is just kind of my life, but this is like a really big organizational tool all set up in one thing for me. Um, it doesn't really belong on my portfolio yet. It doesn't matter as a portfolio piece yet. Although, like I said, I want to keep adding to it, and it's also a really big step for me in the programming side of things. You can see there's quite a lot of stuff going on here, and there's quite a lot of sub scripts that are going on as well. So yeah, I didn't mean for this video to be this long. It's really I just wanted to explain what the hell is going on here, and I doubt that anybody's even really gonna watch it. It doesn't matter, but as long as I just wanted to get it off my chest. But yeah, it's really just a fun little app that I have that'll organize my future sculpts, help with you know creating future projects and just moving along with life. And although it took maybe a couple weeks to get it done, it it'll save me years in the future where even just generating folders alone would have taken like forever. Now I don't have to do it at all. And I definitely didn't want to rely on somebody else's application because I'll be restricted. With this, I can do whatever I want. um, Anyways, I'm already talking too much. You get the point. It's a nice little desktop tool. You guys can make fun of my folder names. I usually have them quite organized. It's just that for this video and all the little gifs and stuff I made for this video, uh, there's there's uh there's no structure. I just threw them around. So yeah, end of video. Fuck you guys. Love you.